Determining the top 10 African countries with the highest level of education involves analyzing metrics such as literacy rates, years of schooling, educational attainment, and performance on global education indices, like the United Nations Human Development Index Education Component or the World Economic Forum's Education Rankings. As of March 9, 2025, comprehensive data specific to 2025 is not fully available. So this analysis relies on the most recent authoritative sources like UNESCO, UNDP, HDI 2021/22, and rankings from 2023 to 2024 by outlets like Business Insider Africa and Scholarly, with projections based on trends. Education level here reflects a combination of literacy, the ability to read and write, mean years of schooling, which is the average years completed by adults, expected years of schooling projected for children, and systemic quality, such as investment and infrastructure. Below is a detailed breakdown of the top 10 African countries with the highest education levels. Seychelles. Literacy rate 95.9% according to UNESCO 2021. Mean years of schooling, 10.1, based on HDI 2021/22. Expected years of schooling, 14.8. HDI Education Index, 0.785, ranked first in Africa. Why it leads. Seychelles, an archipelago of 115 islands with a population of around 100,000, is the only African nation consistently ranked among the world's top 50 education systems, 43rd globally per Scholarly 2024. Education is free and compulsory from ages 6 to 16, with free secondary schooling until 18. It achieved UNESCO's Education for All goal, boasting near universal literacy and a focus on critical thinking, 28th globally, and graduate skill sets, 34th. English, French and Creole instruction enhances accessibility. Investment, over 4% of GDP, $70 million annually, supported by a high GDP per capita, $15,800. Tunisia. Literacy rate 82.7% according to UNESCO 2021. Mean years of schooling 7.4, expected years of schooling 15.4. HDI Education Index 0.731, tied for third in Africa. Why it ranks high. Tunisia allocates around 20% of its national budget to education, ranking 71st globally according to Scholarly 2024. Education is compulsory and free from ages 6 to 16, with the system that emphasizes digital literacy and vocational training, ranked 49th globally for school life expectancy. Post-2011 Arab Spring reforms have bolstered infrastructure and teacher training, yielding a youth literacy rate of 96.1% for ages 15 to 24. Unique factor strong. North African focus on gender parity in education. Mauritius. Literacy rate 91.9% based on a 2022 estimate. Mean years of schooling, 9.4. Expected years of schooling, 15.2. HDI Education Index, 0.693, close to the high threshold. Why it ranks high, ranked 74th globally by Scholarly 2024 and third in Africa with 61 points. Mauritius offers free education from pre-primary to tertiary levels, compulsory until age 16. Free transport for students since 2005 boosts attendance. It excels in vocational training, ranked 47th globally, with students topping Cambridge O and A-level exams worldwide. Economic high literacy supports its service-based economy, including tourism and finance. South Africa. With a literacy rate of 94.3% as of 2021, South Africa boasts the highest mean years of schooling in Africa at 11.1 years. The expected years of schooling stand at 13.8, and the HDI Education Index is 0.713. So why does it rank high? Well, South Africa invests 18% of its budget, which is about 6% of its GDP or $30 billion, into education. This ranks it 84th globally, according to Scholarly in 2024. Education is compulsory from ages 7 to 15 and spans primary, secondary and robust tertiary sectors, such as the University of Cape Town. Despite facing challenges with inequality, particularly between urban and rural areas, South Africa leads in digital skills and research output. However, the Gini coefficient of 63 reflects unequal access to education, yet overall attainment remains strong. Algeria. With a literacy rate of 81.4% in 2021, Algeria's mean years of schooling are 8.1 and the expected years of schooling are 14.6. The HDI Education Index is 0.745, placing it second in Africa. Why does it rank high? Well, Algeria is ranked 88th globally by Business Insider Africa in 2024. The country offers free compulsory education from ages 6 to 15, with 57.4 points in African rankings. Instruction in both French and Arabic supports a literacy rate of 75 to 80%, bolstered by a 20% budget allocation. It ranks 65th globally for school life expectancy. In context, Algeria's focus on education post-independence in 1962 significantly reduced illiteracy from 90% to about 20% today. Botswana. With a literacy rate of 88.5% in 2021, Botswana has a mean years of schooling of 10.3 and an expected years of schooling of 12.8. The HDI Education Index is 0.693. Why does it rank high? Ranked 92nd globally by Scholarly in 2024 with 56.7 points, Botswana provides free education for the first 10 years, from ages 6 to 16, though it is not compulsory. Diamond revenues fund a system that ranks 67th globally for staff training. Literacy has risen dramatically from 40% at independence in 1966 to 88% today. The country also boasts a high primary enrollment rate of over 90% and a growing tertiary sector. Coming in at number 7, we have Kenya. With a literacy rate of 82.6% as of 2021, Kenya boasts mean years of schooling at 6.7 and expected years of schooling at 13. The Human Development Index Education Index stands at 0.575, which is categorized as medium, but is on the rise. Now, why does Kenya rank high? Well, it's ranked 95th globally by Scholarly in 2024 with 55.4 points. Kenya invests a significant 17.6% of its budget, which is roughly 5% of its GDP, in education. Since 2003, free primary education and subsidized secondary schooling have resulted in a literacy rate ranging from 78 to 82%. Additionally, Kenya ranks 43rd globally for digital skills, thanks to tech hubs like Nairobi's Silicon Savannah. The country's 8-4-4 system, which includes 8 years of primary, 4 years of secondary, and 4 years of tertiary education, emphasizes practical skills. Next up, at number 8, is Cape Verde. With a literacy rate of 88.5% in 2021, the mean years of schooling in Cape Verde are 6.5, and the expected years of schooling are 12.7. The Human Development Index Education Index is 0.665. So, why does Cape Verde rank high? Ranked 98th globally by Scholarly in 2024 with 53.3 points, this island nation mandates education from ages 6 to 14 and it's free until age 12. Literacy rates exceed 80% with a strong focus on critical thinking, ranking 53rd globally in that area. Its relatively small population of around 570,000 aids in systemic efficiency. Looking at progress, post-independence reforms since 1975 have tripled the literacy rate from 30%. 9. Egypt, literacy rate 71.2% in 2021. Mean years of schooling 7.3. Expected years of schooling 13.6. HDI Education Index 0.731, tied with Tunisia. Why it ranks high? Ranked 99th globally by Scholarly in 2024 with 52.8 points. Egypt offers free compulsory education from ages 6 to 15, aiming to extend to secondary levels. UNESCO ranks it 70th for digital skills. Despite a lower literacy rate of 71%, its large population of 110 million sustains high educational throughput. Challenge rural-urban disparities, hinder uniform progress. 10. Namibia, literacy rate 91.5% in 2021, mean years of schooling 7.5, expected years of schooling 12.1. HDI Education Index 0.615. Why it ranks high, ranked 100th globally by Buzz's Scholarly in 2024. With 52.7 points, Namibia mandates education until 18, free at primary levels. It scores 88.2% for critical thinking and teaching quality, ranking 43rd globally for staff training. Literacy jumped from 40% in 1990 to over 90%. Unique factor post-apartheid reforms in 1990 prioritized rural education. Comparative Analysis, rank 1, country Seychelles, literacy rate 95.9%, mean years of schooling 10.1, expected years of schooling 14.8, HDI Education Index 0.785, global rank 43, rank 2, country Tunisia, literacy rate 82.7%. Mean years of schooling 7.4, expected years of schooling 15.4, HDI Education Index 0.731, global rank 71, rank 3, country Mauritius, literacy rate 91.9%, mean years of schooling 9.4, expected years of schooling 15.2, HDI Education Index 0.693, global rank 74, rank 4, country South Africa, literacy rate 94.3%, mean years of schooling 11.1, expected years of schooling 13.8, HDI Education Index 0.713, global rank 84, rank 5, country Algeria, literacy rate 81.4%, mean years of schooling 8.1, expected years of schooling 14.6, HDI Education Index 0.745, global rank 88, rank 6, country Botswana, literacy rate 88.5%, mean years of schooling 10.3, expected years of schooling 12.8, HDI Education Index 0.693, global rank 92, rank 7, country Kenya, literacy rate 82.6%, mean years of schooling 6.7, expected years of schooling 13.0, HDI Education Index 0.575, global rank 95, rank 8, country Cape Verde, literacy rate 88.5%, mean years of schooling 6.5, expected years of schooling 12.7, HDI Education Index 0.665, global rank 98, rank 9, country Egypt, literacy rate 71.2%, mean years of schooling 7.3, expected years of schooling 13.6, HDI Education Index 0.731, global rank 99, rank 10, country Namibia, literacy rate 91.5%, mean years of schooling 7.5, expected years of schooling 12.1, HDI Education Index 0.615, global rank 100. Key observations: island nations excel. Seychelles, Mauritius, and Cape Verde leverage small populations and high per capita investment for systemic efficiency. North Africa's strength: Tunisia, Algeria, and Egypt benefit from historical French influence and post-independence education drives. Southern Africa's progress: South Africa, Botswana, and Namibia reflect resource wealth like diamonds and minerals funneled into education. Literacy versus attainment: South Africa and Botswana lead in mean years of schooling, while Seychelles and Namibia top literacy. Investment pays off. High budget allocations in Tunisia at 20%, South Africa at 18%, and Kenya at 17.6% correlate with better outcomes. Trends for 2025. Seychelles and Tunisia are likely to maintain leads due to sustained investment and small-scale manageability. South Africa and Kenya may climb with tech-driven education, such as Kenya's digital literacy push. Egypt's lower literacy could improve with secondary education reforms. Conclusion: Seychelles stands atop Africa's education landscape with near-universal literacy and a top 50 global system, followed by Tunisia and Mauritius for their quality and access. South Africa and Algeria round out the top 5 with robust attainment and investment, while Botswana, Kenya, Cape Verde, Egypt, and Namibia showcase diverse strengths. These rankings reflect a blend of policy, resources, and cultural emphasis on learning, positioning these nations as educational leaders in Africa as of March 9, 2025.